Good evening, everyone. Welcome to the fifth day of the session. We will start by 4:05. Just we can wait for a few minutes until the other students can join. Okay, we can start now. Okay. So today finally we will start the development of the game, the snake and the apple. Okay. Okay, we can start now. Okay, so today we will just be developing this, I mean the windows of the game, this windows, okay, under which we will place our objects, the apple and the snake, and we will developing this snake inside that window, and whenever we place any key, I mean the right, top, bottom or left, the snake will move accordingly. So today we will be developing this. Before I move forward, let's do a quick revision of yesterday. What we learned yesterday we saw while loop. Okay, the other loop, while loop, we saw conditional statement, and also we saw how to find the remainder of any number in Python. Okay, so do you have any doubts from yesterday's session? So for once, can you let me know in the comments or who have Python and Pygame installed in their PC? Have you installed successfully Python and Pygame in your PC? Because today we won't be using that ideon.com in the browser for development of the game. Now we will use the normal editor. Okay, one students have installed successfully. If you have installed Python, then you can install Pygame. In the command prompt, you can type this command pip3 install Pygame. The Pygame will be installed in your PC. Just I will type down the commands for you. Okay, so before we start the session, I will give you a small task. Okay, so you can just let me know the output of that in the comments. Okay, just tell me the output of this. Find the sum of even numbers between 1 and 40 using conditional statement. If you have understood how to write, how to use conditional statement, how to use for loop, then I think this problem will be easy for you. Find the sum of all even numbers between 1 and 40. I will wait for 5 minutes. Okay, 3 to 5 minutes. If you got the answer, you can let me know the output. Yeah, you can use VS Code editor, not a problem. That's cool. Let me know the output of this problem. Find the sum of even numbers between 1 and 40. What's the sum of all even numbers present between 1 and 40? Yeah, you can use VS Code editor. It's fine. Anyone there who got the output, find the sum of even numbers between 1 and 40 using conditional statement. Bhavna added the answer 420. Okay. Can you also add the comment, I mean your code in the comment so I can have a look? Those who are writing down the answer as 420, please also drop your code in the comments. Drop your code in the comments if you got the answers. You are getting the answer 420, but not sure. Drop your code also, please, if you got the answer as 420, or just I will show what will be the exact code. You can also write in different way. Okay, so the problem was find the sum of all even numbers between 1 to 40. I think your code is not correct, Bhavana, because you haven't calculated the sum. So what here I need to do, I need to consider one loop for I in range 1 comma 41. So it will go till 40. Okay. And if I mod 2 equal to 0. So this is the condition for what? To check whether a number is even or not. If a number is even, so what are even numbers? The numbers which are divided by 2 leave remainder as 0 or even numbers. So we have used that condition, and if the number is even, then for example we can consider here a sum variable, sum equal to 0, and simple we can add sum into I, sum plus, and then we'll come out of the loop and print sum. Okay, so 420, the answer was correct, but the code of Bhavna was not correct, as I can see, because he haven't calculated the sum. And Sahil, your code is also not correct. You are adding even sum equal to even sum plus I, but what is I? I can't see the variable I in your code. अगर ये कोड किसी को नहीं समझ में आया तो पूछ सकते हो. सिंपल है, मैंने सम का वैल्यू 0 कंसीडर किया इनिशियली, ठीक है, और मैंने एक फॉर लूप यूज किया हुआ है फ्रॉम 1 to 40. सो इट्स n plus 1. द फॉर लूप गेट्स टर्मिनेटेड एट n minus 1. एंड यहाँ पे मैंने चेक किया हुआ है कि जो नंबर है आई वो इवन नंबर है या नहीं. अगर इवन नंबर है तो वो सम में ऐड हो जाएगा, और नहीं है then the loop will execute until the condition gets false. Okay, the link of the site is ideon.com, but now we will be starting the development of the game, so we won't be using this now. Okay, so we can now start the development of the game. Okay, so this was the solution of the problem what I gave right now. to find sum of all even numbers between 1 and 40. फिर okay, before we start the development of the game, let's just verify आपका Python, I mean आपका Pygame and Python successfully installed है या नहीं. Just type down over the command prompt. I mean I am using Ubuntu, but you can open command prompt in Windows and type down Python 3. No, I'm using Ubuntu, it's not Kali Linux. So you can type down Python 3 in the command prompt and see if you are not getting any error, then Python is successfully installed in your PC. Okay. एक बार आपने ये वेरीफाई कर लिया पाइथन इंस्टॉल और आप ये विंडोज, तो यहाँ पे एक बार आप ये ट्राई कर सकते हो. राइट डाउन इंपोर्ट पाइगेम एंड वेरीफाई वेदर पाइगेम इज इंस्टॉल्ड और नॉट. सी. So these two are the compulsory requirements you need to have in your PC before you start the development. So make sure that you have this both installed in your PC. तो फिर स्टार्ट कर सकते हैं अब आगे का. जिसका भी इंस्टॉल है एक बार आप चेक कर लो, वेरीफाई कर लो. Now you can open any editor you have. Okay, and then we can start. You can create one folder in your PC as Snake Game. Okay, and inside that we'll be writing all the codes. Now you can just create a simple file. For example, we are developing the screen of the game today. Then you can name is screen.py. यहाँ तक हो गया तो फिर आगे अब हम लोग कोडिंग कर सकते हैं. I mean now we can proceed with the development of the screen today. You can open any of editor you have. I am using VS Code, but if you have any other editor, Atom or Sublime Text, you can open with that. Not a problem. Okay, let's move forward now. Firstly, so as I mentioned that to develop this game, we will be using Pygame module. So we need to import the Pygame module first. Just import the Pygame module as I have taught you how to import any module in Python. Have you all done till here? Can we move forward now? Just create a folder as game.py and under that create a Python file name as screen.py, or you can name it anything. So the first thing we need to do is import the Pygame module. Okay. So कैसे हम लोग जो Pygame है वो मॉड्यूल यूज करने वाले गेम डेवलप करने के लिए. तो फर्स्ट टिप, जैसे अगर हम लोग कोई भी मॉड्यूल यूज करते हैं, जैसे हम लोग प्रीवियस सेशन में देखे थे, इफ यू वांट टू यूज द मैथ मॉड्यूल, then we need to import the math module first using the import statement. Okay. And the next thing we need to do is import each and every things from the Pygame locals. यहाँ तक हो गया क्या सबका? कैन वी मूव फॉरवर्ड नाउ? यहाँ तक तो सबका हो गया होगा आई थिंक. Chris, if you are getting indentation error, then see I mean the capital. In the for loop, the F is in small letter, not capital. Let's move forward. Okay. सो पाइथन में जब भी हम लोग कोई भी फाइल क्रिएट करते हैं, ठीक है, अगर उसका डॉट बाय एक्सटेंशन है तो दैट विल बी ट्रीटेड एज अ मॉड्यूल. सो वी कैन से दैट दिस screen dot py is a module for us. Okay. So whenever you create a module, we assign the name of the module as main. There is star after input, Bhavna. Asterisk. So you can assign the name over here then. If So as I told that if we have any file name with .py extension, then that's called a module in Python. Okay. So when we are using multiple modules, then जब आप लोग एक मॉड्यूल का फाइल एक मॉड्यूल दूसरे मॉड्यूल में इंपोर्ट करते हो, then there's some confusion between the code. Okay. So that's why for in each module there's a good habit that we will use if name equal to main in the beginning, and then we will write our own code. Let's now init the Pygame module. यहाँ तक हो गया क्या सबका? So for example, we have initialize. You can say that init is a term of initialize, that now we can use anything from the Pygame module in this section. So we have initialize as pygame.init, the Pygame module, and now we will set the display size. Yes. You can use any variable over here. I have used as surface. Dot set mode. So this is the surface side. So I want the screen width as 500 by 500. So I have used the Pygame module. Sorry. So from Pygame, there's a function dot display dot set mode 5, and under that you need to put the height and width. Okay. So you can use any variable name over here. I have used surface because you can see that the surface, or you can use screen. बट मैंने सरफेस यूज किया है, पर आप लोग और कोई और वेरिएबल नेम यूज करना है तो वो आप यूज कर सकते हो. ठीक है. The second thing we will do that, for example, we have created a surface now. Okay, so let's try running the code. What's the output? Let's see. See, as you saw that you got a simple surface because I haven't added the condition to hold on the width. So when I ran this code, I got the screen and then it got ended. So this is till now we have done, as I told, that we initiated the Pygame module and then we have created the surface of the game. The window of the game. Now let's move forward and assign this window some color. So here I have assigned the color to the surface as this is just a RGB combination. Okay, so RGB starts for red, green, blue. I will just use comment so it will be clear for you. Okay, so later you can also change the value and try other things. Assign color. And here what I did, here we did that we have initiate, set the window size. It's good to add the comment first, and sorry. It's good to add the comment first and then the block of code. So try. This is what this, and we have finished. And here what we did, we have initiated the Pygame module. Okay, so done till here. Now let's move forward. So as I told that today we will be developing the screen and the snake block. Okay, so the block snake will be as a simple block. You can also use other image, but I will use the image as the snake block. Okay, so here you can create a new folder at resources, and under this you can add all of the resources, I mean the images, the music used in this game. So okay, so just I have used this simple block image. You can download anything from the internet. Okay, so and here we will just import this in our game so we can use it over here. So let's import this block. Import the, I mean not, don't say import. Let's write load the snake block. So block equal to pygame. So we are using the pygame dot image 2, and under that there's a function as load, and what we need to load the resources res slash, and what's the name of resources, block dot jpg. ओके, सो हमने यहाँ पे फर्स्टली पाईगेम मॉड्यूल को इनिशिएट किया हुआ है. ओके, एंड सेकेंडली हमने क्या किया, एज यू कैन सी फ्रॉम द कमेंट्स दैट वी हैव सेट द विड्थ एंड हाइट ऑफ द विंडो. And the third thing what we did we fill the face, I mean the window color using the RGB combination. और जो फोर्थ चीज हमने किया हुआ है, हमने जो ब्लॉक, आई मीन जो स्नेक ब्लॉक है, ठीक है, तो एक इमेज है सिंपल सा, तो हमने वो इमेज इंपोर्ट किया हुआ है. सो दिस इज द फोर्थ थिंग वी डॉट. और यहाँ पे अभी हम लोग नेक्स्ट चीज क्या करने वाले हैं, सेट द हाइट एंड विड्थ ऑफ द ब्लॉक, आई मीन द स्नेक ब्लॉक. And then on that surface, what we have consider the surface, over that surface we will put this block, I mean we will draw this block. So the next thing we will do is draw the block over the window surface. So अगर हम लोग को कुछ भी ड्रॉ करना पड़ेगा विंडो पे, ठीक है, देन वी विल बी यूजिंग ब्लेड window, I mean sorry, surface dot blade. So what we want to draw, block, and what's the height and width of the block, block comma x, I mean block underscore x and block underscore y. Okay, I think everything is clear till here to everyone. Now we have what, अभी हमने क्या किया हुआ है, हमने एक ब्लॉक क्रिएट किया हुआ है, आई मीन द गेम का विंडोज क्रिएट कर लिया हुआ है, ठीक है. और उस पे हम लोग जो वो स्नेक ब्लॉक है, ठीक है, वो प्लेस कर चुके हैं. सो दिस थिंग्स वी हैव डन. सो द नेक्स्ट थिंग विल बी डूइंग इज, जैसे अभी जैसे मैंने कोड रन किया हुआ था, वो जो स्क्रीन आया ब्लैक सा, जब मैंने कलर नहीं असाइन किया हुआ था, वो तुरंत एंड हो गया था. पर अभी हम लोग क्या करेंगे, वो स्क्रीन को होल्ड करने के लिए कोड लिखेंगे और we will implement the keyboard function. So for example, there's a snake block, okay, and if you will click the right button, then it will move to right. If you will click the left button, it will move to left. If you will click the up button, it will move to up, and similarly for down. So these are the next step we are going to do. So let's move over that now. So I will just try pygame dot display dot flip and running equal to true. So until we won't exit the game, it will remain as true. So now what I will say that until the game is running means until this condition is true. मैंने कल क्या बताया था, while में जो रहता, ठीक है, हम लोग एक कंडीशन ऐड करते, until that condition is true, the while loop gets executing. Once that condition gets false, it gets terminated immediately. So here I have considered the value of running as true. Okay. So once the game starts, then we will be using all the keyboard commands to play the game. So until and unless we don't exit the game, we can use the keyboard commands in the game. So here what we will doing next, that we are going to implement the कीबोर्ड फंक्शन. आप अगर राइट बटन क्लिक करोगे, ठीक है, एरो का, तो वो जो स्नेक ब्लॉक है वो राइट में जाएगा, और लेफ्ट बटन क्लिक करो तो लेफ्ट में जाएगा. तो अभी हम लोग फर्स्ट थिंग तो इम्प्लीमेंट कर चुके हैं कि हम लोग फर्स्ट गेम का जो स्क्रीन है वो क्रिएट कर चुके हैं, उसमें बैकग्राउंड कलर डाल चुके हैं, ठीक है. यू कैन चेंज द बैकग्राउंड कलर एज यू वांट लेटर. द थर्ड थिंग इज दैट जो स्नेक का जो ब्लॉक है, ठीक है, वो हम लोग इंपोर्ट कर चुके हैं, एंड देन वी हैव ड्रॉन दैट स्नेक ब्लॉक ओवर द सरफेस what we have considered. Now let's implement the keyboard control. So this is the next thing what we'll be doing now. Okay, so let's import the keyboard control. So for I have considered for event. So अगर जैसे मैं कह रहा हूँ कि कोई भी कीबोर्ड का जो है एक्शन, ठीक है, फॉर एग्जाम्पल वी have click the right arrow button, so we can consider that as a event. गेम में कुछ भी एक्टिविटी हो रहा, ठीक है, उसको हम लोग एक एज अ इवेंट कंसिडर कर सकते हैं. तो मैंने तो इसलिए वेरिएबल नेम में इवेंट यूज है. सो फॉर इवेंट इन pygame dot event dot get. So in pygame module, whenever there's any event, okay, so you can fetch that event using the pygame dot event dot get function. And see, now we will import the keyboard control. If event dot type equal to key down. अगर हमारा जो इवेंट है, ठीक है, वो अगर डाउन की प्रेस किया हुआ है, then what will we do? Then we will say if event dot key equal to key अगर हमने, जैसे मैं चाहता हूं कि जब भी मैं escape की प्रिंट करूं, ठीक है, तो वो जो गेम है वो क्विट हो जाए. So what I will do, I will make the running as false. That simple. मैंने अभी क्या बोला, मैं while लूप में एंटर हुआ हूँ, ठीक है, तो मैंने रनिंग का जो वैल्यू है वो ट्रू किया हुआ है, पर मेरे को और गेम को स्टॉप करना है, तो मैं क्या करूंगा, वो कंडीशन जो उसको फॉल्स कर दूंगा. सो for that what I did, that I will make the running as false, and then again I will come over here, I will consider the next key event. If event dot key equal to k left. Let's consider the left key event. अगर किसी ने लेफ्ट बटन क्लिक किया हुआ है, लेफ्ट एरो बटन क्लिक किया हुआ है, सो व्हाट आई विल डू, सो जो ब्लॉक एक्स है, द current width of the game, the width of the block, I will say that this is equal to -10, and I will draw the block at new position. So this is the function we need to implement right now. Okay, draw block. So this is used to whenever change in position of snake, create the snake at new position. So यहाँ तक तो सबको क्लियर होगा, आई होप सो। अगर कोई डाउट्स है तो पूछ सकते हो। Is it clear till here or do you have any doubt? See, I will just give again a quick summary. What we did, we first imported the Pygame module. Okay. The next thing we did is initialize the Pygame module. And then we have created the window screen, loaded the snake block, I mean the block snake block image. And now we are implementing the keyboard stuffs in this game. So whenever we have any keyboard event, the snake should change its position. Okay. So now we are implementing that. So ऐसे मैंने बोला कि अगर जैसे कोई लेफ्ट की क्रिएट आई मीन क्लिक करेगा तो वो जो ब्लॉक का पोजीशन है वो तो चेंज होना चाहिए और जो स्नेक का पोजीशन है वो भी चेंज होना चाहिए. So let's write down the now draw block function. So what's the syntax if we need to declare a function in Python? Define draw block. So when we need to create the draw block, then again we will first fill the color using the same color what we have considered initially. So and we will keep the color combination same 5. Okay, so here also you can see in the line 16 we have filled the same color. And what we will do again, we will create the block at new position. So यहाँ पे हम लोग ने block जो Windows surface पे create किया होता, and once the left button key is placed, then again we need to create a block at new position. So again then we will use blit surface dot blit. What we need to create again block, and see when we have create, I mean when we have clicked the left key, I have decremented the value of block X as 10. Then here I will say block X comma block Y. We once did this, then again we will refresh the screen. Pygame.display.flip. So this is the code to create the block at new position whenever there is any keyboard event in the game. सिंपल है. देखो मैंने कुछ भी नहीं यूज किया, जो यहाँ पे यूज किया होता है, जैसे मैंने यहाँ पे जो ब्लॉक कंसीडर किया होता है, ठीक है, तो वो जो मैंने विंडोज कंसीडर किया, मैंने पहले उसका विंडोज का कलर फिल कर दिया. अगर मैं और फिर जो मुझे वो जो ब्लॉक है स्नेक ब्लॉक वो ड्रॉ करना है न्यू पोजीशन पे, तो जैसे मैंने इनिशियल पोजीशन क्या कंसीडर किया हुआ है 100,100. ठीक है, जो स्क्रीन है उसके 100,100 जो होंगे कोऑर्डिनेट्स वहां पे ब्लॉक प्लेस किया हुआ. पर जैसे अगर किसी ने लेफ्ट की प्लेस किया तो देन आई एम decrementing the block x position as 10. You can also write this as block x equal to block x minus 10. तो ये आप लोग को ज्यादा क्लियर होगा instead of using shorthands. Okay, and then we wrote the draw block function that first fill the surface, then create the block at new position again, and then just refresh the screen again. So the changes will be reflected. तो हमने तो एक कीबोर्ड शॉर्टकट कंसीडर कर लिया, आई मीन द लेफ्ट कीबोर्ड event in the game. Now let's write for the other keyboard also, I mean the right, top, bottom and down. Simple hai. Again we will use the same conditional if event dot key equal to key इवेंट डॉट की इक्वल टू की, राइट। सो अगर जैसे ब्लॉक जो है लेफ्ट में हम लोग माइनस कर रहे थे तो राइट में चलो प्लस कर देते हैं। देन व्हाट आई विल से ब्लॉक एक्स इक्वल टू block x plus 10, and again what we need to do, we need to draw the new position of the block. So we have called the draw block function. Again for other keyboard event, if event dot key equal to key up, I mean if any up keys is pressed during the game, so what we'll do now, we'll change the block y position, and block y equal to block y minus 10, and again we will draw the new position of block by calling this function. And similarly for, let's do it for down, if event dot key equal to down, then block y okay, and again we will draw the block. So this is here what we have implemented the keyboard, I mean the keyboard stuffs also in the game. Okay, so now I think it's good to go. Just now we need to implement one last thing, that what if someone press the escape key, okay, or the quit button, so the running will be paused and the game will be ended. So L F event dot type equal quit. Then what I will do, I will make the running as false. Now let's try running this code. I think it should work fine. Okay. Okay, here you can see the beautiful screen created. And अगर मैं यहाँ पे keyboard use कर रहा हूँ, for example, I press the right button, then it will move to the right. If I press the down, it will move to the down. If I press the left, it will move to the left. And if I press the up, it will move to the up. So this is what we have planned to create today. So this is one just portion of the game. Okay, we created a window, and inside that we created the snake block, and we implemented the keyboard elements in the snake. So whenever we need to play the game, we will play using the keyboard. So we need to implement the keyboard events. So any doubt till here? If anyone have any doubt? Okay, so blit is used to create anything over the surface. Okay, so we have used to, I mean, we have first loaded the snake block, and then we have used blit to create that snake block over the surface of the game window. How many of you got this window as an output, and you can use the keyboard keys to play the game? इसका ही complete हुआ हुआ है total, I mean with me. When you have ran name variable is not defined, okay, see that which variable it's saying. That might be that you have written the name of variable, and when you have used that in code, You have used the wrong name. So that might be the reason of the error. You can't use Python in mobile for the game development. Okay, you need to install Pygame and Python in your PC if you want to develop this game with me. Okay, there you need to use double underscore. See, if name equal to main, there you need to use double underscore, not a single underscore. There's a two underscore over here. In both name also and in main also, I can see the error from here. Anyone there who are facing any error? Okay, right now I am using. You can install Python in Windows 7 too. It's not that just in Windows 10 the Python can be installed. In Windows, in any version of Windows, I think that the Python can be installed. I am personally using Ubuntu, so I'm not that familiar with Windows, but anyone you got the screen output as me, or you are still facing the error? Check if you got the output and you can use the keyboard elements. Okay, Harshit got the output. Can you share the screenshot in the comments so others can have a look? Are you able to use the keyboard and the block is moving correctly whenever you use any keyboard key? Anyone more who got the output? Harshit got the output. Just one student. Okay, that's great, Harshit. See, those who have not downloaded Pygame, there are many YouTube videos you can visit and download Pygame if you want to develop the game along with me. Because installing Pygame and Python in your PC is one of the compulsory requirements for development of this game. Because we are using Pygame module for the development, and if you don't have Pygame, then how can you run any command? Okay, I hope it's good for today. Tomorrow we'll be developing some more elements of the game. Okay, and we will continue in this way only for the next few days, and then the final game will be developed. And also remember that whatever I am teaching right now, please make sure you understand it well, because at the end of the 15-day session you will have a competition, and then you will get certificates who have completed successfully or who are the winners. Okay then. Good day, everyone. Let's meet tomorrow. Have a nice day. Mm.